we are left with no option rather than sticking strictly to one timetable in order to crack NEET PG exam, because we have to be proactive in this scenario. This is how we are going to split our days. For that, I am suggesting you a tip. So that should be the strategy. You are the only person who is going to lose. I used to complain that I have got some memory issues and this is happening to me only. See, most of the rank holders are doing this now. They won't find any excuses like you are doing. Hello everyone, a warm namaskaram to all of you. I am Dr. Shruti Jyotis. As I got few requests to make NEET PG videos in English, I am trying to make this video in English so that non-Malayalis can also be benefited by my content. So today in this video, we are going to discuss a timetable for NEET PG 2021. We all know the importance of a timetable, right? It is essential to have a timetable, especially for a competitive exam like NEET PG. But majority of us won't stick to one timetable. Even I don't stick to a timetable. But in this case, we are left with no option rather than sticking strictly to one timetable in order to crack NEET PG exam. So let's discuss. I'm making this timetable from August till the day of exam. Due to ongoing COVID crisis, the date of NEET PG 2021 may get extended, but we are assuming that the exam will be conducted on first Sunday of Jan 2021, that is January 3rd, because we have to be proactive in this scenario. From August till January 3rd, we have 155 days left with us. Now we are going to split these 155 days into 4. From August 1 till October 1. Then October 2nd till November 17, from November 18 till December 22, and from December 23rd till January 2. Okay, now you may wonder why I am starting from August. This is because I want to give you a buffer time of about 15 days. During that time, you can either work on your weaker subjects or you can start this timetable itself a little earlier. This timetable may seem totally possible and impractical to you, but trust me, I have followed this and I was able to hit a target completion rate of 85 to 90% by following this timetable. When I made a timetable 5 months before my exam, I just focused very seriously on sticking to that schedule and totally neglected all the obstacles that came across. So let's discuss our timetable for first read, that is from August till October 1. This is how we are going to split our days. 3 days for anatomy, 3 days for biochemistry, 3 days for physiology, 4 for patho, 4 for micro, 4 for pharma, 2 for forensic, 2 for ENT, 2 for ophthal, 3 for community medicine, 6 each for medicine and surgery. 6 means 6 for medicine, 6 for surgery, another 6 for OBG, 4 for pediatrics, then 2 for radiodiagnosis, 2 for anesthesia, 2 for psychiatry, 2 for dermatology, and 2 for ortho. Sorry. This is how we are going to split our first 62 days. I believe that all of you have well written notes with you to follow, and I would like to mention you one thing. If you follow this timetable in the same order, you may be able to complete up to 50% of it, but not full. For that, I am suggesting you a tip that I have followed, which is nothing but switching subjects every day. To make it clear, I will show you an example. Consider 1 week, like first week of August. If you are planning to allocate your time to biochemistry, amino acids and lipids in August 1, August 2nd, you should be reading anatomy, abdomen and pelvis and half of head and neck. August 3rd, you should give your time to pharmac. 3 modules of pharmac like CVS, CNS and ANS. So that should be the strategy. Now the problem is you are having classes 4 or 5 days a week from morning to evening. Then how are you going to manage? I have a solution. If you are having classes 4 days a week, you should read the topics taught on your class the very same day and you can utilize the remaining 3 days to plan like what I said. So if your classes are scheduled from morning 9 to evening 5 or 6, you should not waste the remaining, you should not waste the 3 to 4 hours that you easily get even after the class. Either you should learn or at least read those topics the very same day. This single thing will help you to complete many subjects within the time span of August to September. And this is a very, very simple and effective method of retaining things better. After attending the class, you are utilizing your visual memory, you are hearing it, and you are writing it down with all your highlighters and color pencils. That way you will be able to understand and retain those topics within a short span of time. That is the highlight of this method. Most probably by the end of September, your coaching classes and all the classes will be over. So according to our timetable, from October 2nd onwards, you can entirely dedicate your time to revise. We are planning our second read from October 2nd till November 17th. We have 7 weeks and now we are going to split these 50 days. So 2 days for anatomy, 2 days for biochemistry, 2 days for physiology, 3 for patho, 3 for micro, 3 for pharma, 1.5 for forensic, 1.5 for ENT, 1.5 for ophthal, and again 3 days. I'm not cutting down the days for community medicine. 3 days for community medicine, 5 days for medicine, 5 days for surgery, 3 days for pediatrics, 4 days for OBG, 1.5 for psychiatry, 1.5 for radio, 1.5 for dermat, and 2 for ortho, 1.5 for anesthesia. Okay, done. Now, this may seem again impossible and impractical, but if you're thinking like that, you are the only person who is going to lose. I have done this, and I would say I was somewhat successful too. During this read, I omitted some of the topics which was easy for me, and I focused on my weaker points. See, most of the rank holders are doing this now. They won't find any excuses like you are doing. Now, during revisions, I would suggest you to do MCQs along with the topic you cover. You read one topic first, and once you are done, immediately do the MCQs of that particular topic. Some friends who have contacted me have told me that they will be able to answer all the MCQs or majority of the MCQs immediately after they learn one topic. But they won't be able to remember anything after 1 or 2 weeks, and they score very less while doing questions of these topics after 1 or 2 weeks. See, this has happened to me also. I promise you this will get better with further revisions. I used to complain that I have got some memory issues and this is happening to me only. If you are thinking like me, just take a deep breath and think of the amount of knowledge that you have to mug up. Scary, right? Forgetting is a human nature. What we can do is we can try to reinforce what we have learned through revisions. Revision is the king. Now we are discussing our next revision cycle from November 18 till December 22. We have 35 days altogether in this revision cycle. So let's divide our days. 2 for anatomy, 2 for biochemistry, 2 for physiology, 2 for patho, 2 for micro, 2 for pharma, 1 for forensic medicine, 1 for ENT, 1 for ophthal, 2 for community medicine, 4 for medicine, 4 for surgery, 2 for pediatrics, 3 for OBG, and then 1 for radio diagnosis, 1 for psychiatry, 1 for ortho, 1 for anesthesia, and 1 for dermatology. Here comes the intensive phase. Now in this cycle you are going to read each topic or each subject in a super fast manner. Imagine that you are going to give the real exam in next 10 minutes and you are left with no option but to pass. How will you read 1 hour before your exam, real exam? That is how you are going to read or learn in this cycle as well as in the next revision cycle. Okay, now let's discuss about our last revision cycle from December 23rd till January 3rd. This is my guess, but sometimes the date may get extended. If so, good for you, you'll get more time. But okay, let's discuss our timetable. Now in this cycle we have got 11 precious days with us. Now you are on fire. You should be on fire. This is the time we are going to learn only the high yield topics and the MCQs that you have already marked and kept in your previous revisions for each subject. I will be making a separate video on how to identify high yield topics, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon too so that you will get notification immediately I upload a video. Okay, now let's divide our 11 days. 1 day for anatomy and biochem, 1 day for patho and psychiatry, 1 day for micro and FMT, 1 day for pharmac and radio, 1 day for community and ophthal, 1 day for PD and ENT, 1 day for anesthesia and dermat and previous year questions, 1 day for physio and what else? Ortho, 1 day for medicine, 1 day for surgery and 1 day for OBG. Done. 11 days done. So what I have provided is something that you can try. You need to customize your timetable according to your needs and weaknesses. See, you should read, you should focus on the volatile subjects towards the end. For me, the most volatile subjects were pharmac, micro and biochem. So I read these topics towards the last 3 days, in the last 3 days. So that should be your choice. This is just an outline, okay? For medicine and surgery, I would suggest you to split up the topics. Let me make it clear. In your first read, you are allotting 6 days for medicine. The morning session of 1 day, you can try respi, and the evening, you can try half of ENT. Next day, you can dedicate your time to read CNS of medicine, and that same day afternoon, you can read CNS of physiology. But the total time that you spend on medicine should be 6 days. I think you understood what I am trying to convey. So before winding up, I would like to mention 3 prerequisites that you need to successfully complete this timetable. First one, you should have well-written notes of at least 11 subjects with you. If that's not the case, you can try make notes in your first read, but don't take extra time. Prerequisite number 2. If you're working, it's better to leave your job and start dedicating your time completely to your studies, at least for these 5 months. And if you're a government employee and you can't leave your job, I can help you to make a timetable according to your schedule. Then prerequisite number 3. Stick on to a single source for one subject, no matter whether it's your handwritten notes from your coaching class or notes from an app or notes that you made from a book. I will be making a video on how to split up your time in a day effectively during your preparation. I'm waiting for your valuable feedback and we'll see you in next episode. Till then, stay tuned. It's me, Dr. Shruti Jyoti, signing off, and goodbye. Now we are going to split these 50 days. How will you learn? You are going to learn each topic in a super fast manner.